The fantasy horror series by the Duffer Brothers was a huge hit when it first came out on Netflix in 2016. It took viewers back to the 1980s to the made-up town of Hawkins, Indiana. Stranger Things just started its 4th season, which is full of more costumes, cars, technology, and music from the 1980s. Here are the latest news about the show and the people in it. Kicking us off, Stranger Things fans slam plastic surgery expert for posting list of cosmetic procedures that she thinks star Natalia Dyer should get. Stranger Things fans are upset with a plastic surgery expert who posted a gross video in which she talked about the different procedures she thinks Natalia Dyer should have. In this video, she did this while editing a picture of Dyer's face to show how it would look after the suggested changes. Miranda Wilson, a 28-year-old aesthetic nurse practitioner, went viral on Sunday after app users were shocked by a clip of her talking about the kinds of plastic surgery she would give Dyer, such as a brow lift, a chin filler. The clip has since been taken down. The nurse from California then put an edited picture of the 27-year-old actress at the end of the video to try to show what the results would look like. Much to the horror of Dyer's fans, one fan posted the clip on Twitter while yelling, "I could never be a celebrity because if someone made a video like this about me, I would get violent." Many people agreed right away. One Twitter user said, "This is such a gross thing to do, OMG. A great example of giving your opinion when you weren't asked for it." Someone else said, "Wilson took down the video after getting a lot of bad feedback, but she hasn't said anything about it or apologized for it yet." Dyer said in a recent interview with The Independent that she finds it hard to navigate the pressures of fame. She said, "As a private person, all I want is for people to be left alone unless you want to talk about their work or what they want to talk about." Since the premiere of the hit Netflix show Stranger Things in 2015, Dyer has been known for her role as Nancy Wheeler. The actress is dating her co-star Charlie Heaton, who plays Jonathan Byers on the hugely popular science fiction show. Next, how Stranger Things convinced Kate Bush to let show use Running Up That Hill. Nora Felder, who's in charge of the music for Stranger Things Season 4, talks about how she persuaded Kate Bush to let the show use her 1980s song, Running Up That Hill. Felder talks about how she talked to Bush about using that song in the show and why Bush finally agreed in a new interview with IndieWire. After the Duffer Brothers asked Felder to find the perfect song for Max, and Felder chose Running Up That Hill, she started writing a pitch to give to Bush. Felder says that she wrote an essay about how the song would be used and why it fits with Max's character arc. This is because Felder knows that Bush is picky about what movies and TV shows use her music. Max has quickly become a fan favorite since she first appeared in Stranger Things Season 2. In Season 4, Max is in a much darker place, and Felder says that a lot of her journey is about trying to reconnect with her friends after being alone and lonely. The song has a more literal meaning in that Max's journey in Season 4 is an uphill battle, but it also has a much deeper meaning that has to do with the relationships between the characters. Now, Running Up That Hill is used all the time on social media, and its music video on YouTube passed 100 million views a few weeks ago. Fans have liked many parts of Season 4 of Stranger Things, but Bush's song has become popular outside of the show. Even though it's hard to imagine certain parts of Stranger Things Season 4 without Running Up That Hill, Felder's comments show that this took a lot of thought and hard work behind the scenes to make those parts happen. Moving on, could Erica be the one to kill Vecna? In a Dungeons & Dragons session, Vecna/Henry Creel/1 is the first monster from the Upside Down to be hinted at. The first part of Stranger Things is a Dungeons & Dragons game where the boys have to fight a Demogorgon. Will throws a fireball at the Demogorgon, but the battle is stopped. Will tells Mike that he missed and that the Demogorgon would have killed him. Will meets the Demogorgon in real life a short time later and is taken to the Upside Down. In this case, the game predicts what will happen in the show, so it's not crazy to think that Erica could kill Vecna just like she does in the game. The Dungeons & Dragons character Erica plays also makes it sound like she could kill Vecna. Erica's angry response to Eddie is that she is a level 14 rogue named Lady Applejack who will sneak behind any monster you throw my way and stab him in the back. Rogues are known to rely on stealth and skill, taking advantage of their opponent's weaknesses and the elements of surprise. In the Stranger Things Season 4 finale, neither Nancy nor Elle can completely stop Vecna with force alone. This shows that force alone is not enough to beat him. Erica would be a good winner at the end of Stranger Things Season 5. Her defiant attitude and natural ability to solve problems make her an important part of the Stranger Things. After spending most of Season 4 on the sidelines, she is due to make a big comeback in the last season. After his fight with the Hawkins gang in Season 4 of Stranger Things, Vecna is likely to want to get even with them. Even though both of them are going to be very important in the Battle of Hawkins, Lady Applejack stabbing Vecna in the back could be the unlikely thing that finally stops him. In related news, which Stranger Things Season 4 VFX shots took 2 years to create? In a new interview with Collider, Harry says that some of the VFX shots in the Upside Down took a surprisingly long time to make. Harry says that one of the shots that took about 2 years to make was the one where the Demobats fly over Hawkins and land on the Creel house. The VFX supervisor says that they started working on the shot before the pandemic, and even after the show stopped filming, they kept working on it to try to make the animations even better. Even though Harry doesn't talk about the second shot that took almost 2 years to make, Stranger Things Season 4 has a number of impressive CGI scenes that could have all taken as long as the Demobat scene. In past seasons, the Upside Down has been shown mostly on a smaller scale and often from the main characters' points of view as they travel through it. In Season 4 of Stranger Things, however, the world of the Upside Down is much more developed. The Demobat sequence in particular shows the creepy landscape in a way that has never been seen before from a whole new point of view. We don't know what will happen in the final season of Stranger Things, but the way Season 4 ended suggests that there will be a lot of complicated VFX shots. Now that the Upside Down has come to Hawkins, fans of Stranger Things can probably expect CGI scenes that are bigger and more exciting than ever before. Stranger Things shows how good CGI can look when artists have the time and tools they need. This is especially important now when the visual effects in big blockbusters are being looked at more closely than ever before. Finally, will Enzo return with Murray in Stranger Things 5? Since Enzo didn't die at the end of Stranger Things Season 4, when the Duffer Brothers had planned to do so, all signs point to the Russian character coming back in Season 5. It's not clear what Murray's story will be in Season 5 of Stranger Things, but it's likely that he'll team up with Joyce and Hopper again, which means Dimitri might join them. Since Vecna's takeover of Hawkins is still a global problem, Murray, Enzo, and other adults in Stranger Things will probably be trying to figure out how to stop the disasters from spreading beyond Hawkins. If Enzo makes it through Season 5 of Stranger Things, it's not clear if he'll go back to Russia or stay in Hawkins with Joyce and Hopper and Murray. Dimitri often told Hopper about his son Mikhail and how he wants to fight to save the world but doesn't want his son to think he's betraying his country. The government would kill him if he went back to Russia, but Dmitry Antonov from Stranger Things isn't likely to just leave his son in America. Since Alexei was willing to stay in America even though he was afraid of being killed by his own people, Enzo may decide to do the same and instead work with Murray to bring his son to the United States. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to like and follow to get updated with all the latest videos. Till next time, cheers.